Now for Guarantee of the Game presented by AT&T. Let's revisit the Georgia and Tennessee conversation.
Yes,
Coming into this game, Maddie, Tennessee had won 23 of their last 24 home games under Josh Heupel.
Right.
The only lone loss, 2023 to Georgia. And it felt like Heupel has overcome some of these SEC giants. He's taken down Alabama, he's beaten Florida, but that white whale that was remaining is the Georgia Bulldogs. And it was really kind of the Vols' last true roadblock, I think, to establishing legitimacy as one of those top teams in the SEC.
Yeah.
Was this a game that Georgia won, or was this a game that Tennessee lost? We'll start here.
Oh, man. I hate that you're doing this to me right now, especially live.
When else would you like me to do it?
Hey, all right. But still, with this football game, I'm just going to say good, tough, gritty win, right, by the Georgia Bulldogs. I really am. I think this is honestly a win for both programs.
Agreed. I'm with you there. Yeah.
You got Joey Aguilar. He's talented as hell. We learned a lot about this gentleman right here, Gunnar Stockton. His ability to just fight through it, to play gritty. He's good at running the football. He made a lot of really good decisions. Despite having some pressure in moments of this football game, he just did a great job of managing it. And that's where you got to give it credit to just Kirby Smart, Mike Bobo, for getting this guy ready to go in this type of environment. But just credit to the team being patient in the run game, right? We had 55 carries for 198 yards on the ground. Nate Frazier is legit, right? Gunnar Stockton, of course, getting involved. Bowens, man, he was impressive too. And McCray. I just love the ability when you have a running back room that kind of has like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So you got a point guard, you got a power forward, you got a strong center, right? And then your quarterback gets in there and gets mixed into it. I think that's a really great addition for this Georgia football team to be able to say, hey, we got a lot of guys in that backfield that we trust as pass catchers, but more importantly, as guys that are going to get dirty between the tackles.
Georgia has to come away from that game both relieved,
yeah,
and I think also with the understanding that they still have a lot of work to do. Kirby even said post-game that he felt like they needed to apologize because he didn't think they should have won this game. He said Tennessee outplayed him in a lot of ways, and I think he's right. The offensive line broke down as the second half went along. I thought the pass blocking, I think, was a problem.
Yeah.
The entire second half, especially the secondary, struggled at times. But I also think, going back to the Tennessee conversation, Josh Heupel's offense is unique.
Yeah.
And it takes a special type of quarterback to run it. But his MO has always been run the ball first, right?
Yes,
I mean, for people who watch Tennessee, we kind of get caught up in those explosive plays. You go back a couple of years with some of those quarterbacks that they had with him and Hooker. Yes, they could air it out, but first and foremost, they run the ball.
Right.
That's their MO, and it always has been. I think they've rushed for over 2,500 yards since he's been there.
Yeah.
Did they do that enough in this game? Would you like to see them do it more, or why weren't they able to run it?
Well, they had 34 attempts on the day, right? And I think part of the game plan and what we've seen from Kirby Smart when he plays Josh Heupel in this Tennessee offense is he plays a lot of man coverage. He's over-aggressive on the outside. So that's why we saw a lot of these deep passes with Razzle getting behind the secondary, because they're trying to stop the run. They're trying to keep bodies near the line of scrimmage. That left a lot of one-on-one opportunities, right, for Joey Aguilar in this Tennessee offense. This is one thing that I would like to see Heupel do a little bit more with Aguilar. I think he could be a little bit more of an imposing force on the offensive side as a runner, but saw the field really well, made a lot of great decisions. I mean, this guy, he's moving up on draft boards just by his performance, Basil, today. There's no doubt about that. But I love the game plan specific plays like this that I feel like we haven't seen as much, or we didn't see that a lot last year, right? That was one where they kept that in their back pocket. They ran a lot of shallow crosses. They hit them over the middle again because Georgia was trying to attack the line of scrimmage and stop the run. And they did a great job of running that shallow and then up there on that play design. Really well designed football play there. But, hey, Kirby Smart made the impact. Let's stop the run. Hey, make them beat us on the outside. And listen, Tennessee was making them pay for that.
No question.
But credit to Kirby just being patient in the run game himself, right? And controlling the line of scrimmage, because eventually that really was the difference in the game and why they were able to win in overtime, because they wore out that Tennessee defensive front that was doing well in the pass rush stuff. But overall, when you watch this Tennessee defense, I just thought Tim Banks got a little over-aggressive. You just saw the dink and dunk stuff, right, from Gunnar Stockton. I would have liked to have seen Gunnar Stockton dink and dunk it the entire game, right, in Tennessee today, right? Because I think that would have played a little bit more in our favor, and I think our defensive line would have still had as many opportunities to get pressure on the quarterback there. So I thought Tim Banks a little over-aggressive in this one. Man, I wish they could play again because that was a hell of a football game.
Well, they certainly might play again.
That's right.
We never know with the expanded 12-team
Yeah.
playoff and the SEC championship. Still, I thought we learned a lot about both of these teams. Both of them are very good, and we're going to see a lot more of them down the stretch of the season.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch them walk right